Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy II on the Wii Virtual Console. Last episode we recruited Nell, a ninja, and she helped us get into the Tower of Babel on the upper world here. She used her ninja moves to warp us through a wall, and now we're at the top of the tower. Hopefully we can get back the crystals that were moved up here by Rubicant. Before we head up to the center there, we want to go over here and grab this treasure chest. It has a lot of money in it, so that'll be good because eventually we're going to have to be spending some money to upgrade our equipment. Because we're going to be heading back down to the underworld in a little bit. But first, we got to head up here and we meet the King and Queen of Eblon, Nell's parents. Sadly, though, they are no longer human. As you can see, they're basically saying they're going to drag Nell down to the Dark World. As you can see, when we get to this battle here, they've been turned into monsters. And we'll learn more about who turned them into monsters in just a little bit. But this battle, it's basically just a scripted battle. You can't defeat these two enemies. The only thing you can really do is just survive their attacks. Their attacks are really weak, though. The king will use like a Fire 2 attack, the queen will use a Fire 1 attack. So, nothing really to worry about. If you do want to heal though, you can have Lily or Roops heal. Because you don't have to worry about magic points, because after this battle, we're going to have all our hit points and our magic points restored. So, feel free to use up all your magic points if you need to. So, yeah, the easiest thing to do is just parry with your characters and just let the game advance. So, you can also have Nell attempt to steal from her parents. Either of them both have Cure 1s, so you can steal a bunch of those potions. When you're stealing, if you notice, sometimes you fail. Sometimes when you fail, you'll actually take some damage. It's just minor damage, like 2 hit points. So there is sometimes a risk of stealing. Most of the time, though, it'll just give you a failed message. When you steal, enemies have like an unlimited supply of stuff. So like, you could like steal like 99 Cure 1 potions if this battle lasted long enough. But this battle isn't lasting much longer. As you can see, the king and queen regained their consciousness. They changed colors, and they basically said, like, you know, before we lose our mind and become monsters again, we are, you know, we're just going to basically kill ourselves, basically. So, no other way to really put it. So they sacrificed themselves to prevent them from, you know, causing harm to Nell and her friends here. So, you saw I just stole a second Cure 1 from the king there. You can also use this battle, just, I changed Nell, I gave Nell the Ice Claw, as opposed to the Charm Claw. I could have also switched out Roops' weapon, but I'll do that in the next battle coming up. It's not that important, but you want to have Roops back on the Ice Brand sword. And like I said, you want to have Nell with the Ice Claw. Because we are about to fight Rubicant, the Fiend of Fire, who is naturally going to be weak against ice. Wretched Luke, how dare you? Rubicant, I'm never going to forgive you. Never! Luke turned your parents into monsters on his own. I apologize for that. I'm not like the others, you see. I'm one to play fair. Shut up! How brave, but you'll never gain real strength as long as you are swayed by emotions. I'll show you the power of anger. And Rage drew out Nell's hidden powers. Nell had the flame spell, which is basically a fire, a ninjutsu equivalent of fire magic. Now she got flood spell, which is the ninja equivalent of ice magic, and then she got blitz, which is the ninja equivalent of lightning magic. In the meantime, she also learned another spell, pin, which traps an enemy and paralyzes an enemy. And that's a pretty decent spell. I'll use it coming up on some enemies. But right now, our big enemy is Rubicant. Now, he is weak against ice. Except when he has this cloak up. When he has this cloak up, as he kind of said in the intro, nothing can penetrate his cloak of flame. Any magic that you cast on him will just give him hit points. Even ice. If you cast like Ice 2 on him, it'll give him hit points. It'll heal him. Melee attacks still work though. But don't use magic when he has his cloak wrapped around his body like that. As you can see, he kind of counters with Fire 2 every time you hit him. His main thing you have to worry about is his Glare spell, because that's pretty much one-shots any character. It might not one-shot Jarvis and Rooks because they have the ice armor to protect against fire. But otherwise, there's some interesting things you can do here with Rubicant. Like I said, he likes to play fair. So before the fight, he healed you to full hit points and magic points. And during battle, he will actually bring you back to life if you hit him with a fire spell while he has the cloak covered around him. That's why I'm not trying to revive Jarvis, because I'm going to let Rubicant do it. So, just want to heal Georgie up so she can survive a hit or two. Like that. And then that way she'll be able to cast the Fire 1 spell. You just want to cast Fire 1 because, you know, just give him 1 hit point back. Any magic gives him a hit point. And then he will counter it with life 1 on your entire party. So yeah, he can revive a whole bunch of people at once. So, and interestingly enough, Nell manages to get the final shot in on Rubicant. The Ice Claw there. And with that, the 4th of Golbez's elemental fiends has been defeated. Golbez still is out there somewhere. And he still has 7 of the crystals. 7 of the 8 crystals. That's a big spell. Very important for upcoming side quest. You need that spell to finish it. The wall spell. We always saw what the wall spell does with enemies. It basically bounces back magic. So, but Rubicant is finished. And Nell basically is proud that she avenged them. And just a little too late, but the Chancellor and 3 ninjas come in, coming to help Nell. Chamberlain, we won't let your highness fight alone. Where's Rubicant? It's over, we did it. That becomes the princess. All because of these guys. Thank you, good sirs. Who's Golbez, the one gathering the crystals to reach the moon? He is the mastermind of Rubicant. Why the moon? For the power. We have to stop him, Golbez, so he was behind all this. I'm gonna go get him. Oh, but your highness, we must rebuild our castle. The world is in danger. I gotta do something. Besides, I don't like that guy. Oh, but your highness, don't worry. I'll go back to Emland. Very well. Sirs, please take care of our princess. Your highness, good fortune with you. Okie dokie. And for those who may have seen from the previous episode, Nell the rat that Edge is named after was a girl. So that's why I'm going to refer to Edge in the feminine gender. So stick with the Nell. Yeah, the woman who had whose mom, you know, was all these rats' mother. She wanted them all to be heroes. So I was like, yeah, it works out. So. But now we'll give Rooks back his Ogre Claw, his Ogre Axe, and we'll give the Claw back to Nell, the Charm Claw, and the Boomerang I'll just switch it up so that it's easier to switch around if the Claw's on the left hand. And here's the Crystal Room. Let's get all the 7 crystals. Oops, there's a pitfall. And we fall all the way from the overworld down into the underworld, the Tower of Zot. Over to the right there is where the teleporter was, where we fought Dr. Lug. But like we couldn't access this part of the Tower of Battle. But now we can, and we're gonna just want to spend a little bit of time here because we got some monsters we want to farm here. We're gonna farm them on this floor. There's 3 floors here. The Queen Lamias are on all the floors, but the monster that we really want to encounter is only on this floor and the next floor. So I figured let's try to get it on this floor here. So Queen Lamia is just basically Lamia that is much stronger than the regular Lamia. We're going to take care of her the same way. I'm going to use this pin spell here, which basically paralyzes an enemy. I'll use that on the Black Cat, so then the Black Cat can't use that Bluster spell to counter. The Queen Lamia, like the Lamia, will counter physical attacks with a Charm spell. So what we want to do to prevent that from happening is the same thing we did when we fight Lamia. We want to turn the Queen Lamia into a pig. Now the Lamia will still hit hard, but as a pig, she won't be able to cast the Charm spell to counter any physical hits that we do on her. So we'll just finish off the Blade Man here. And then the Lamia Queen into a pig. Just in time for Jarvis to come down and jump on her. Yeah, she's pretty tough, so that jump didn't even finish her off, but Lily will finish her off with the arrows. And with that, we have another new enemy that we've completed in our bestiary. Heal up here. This is a short dungeon, like I said, it's only three really floors, but the encounter rate seems pretty high, especially once you get to the next floor. For some reason, the encounter rate on this floor took me a while to get these encounters, but this is the one that I wanted to get. The Iron Man. Unlike a lot of the other golem-type enemies, this one is not weak to ice, but it still has the weakness to, the Charm Claw, and then, of course, Boots' Ogre Axe will do extra damage because it's a giant class. So even though it has no elemental weakness to exploit, it has a creature-type weakness to exploit, which we did with Roops and Nell. So, there goes the Iron Man. And here we go, down. So, we're on the 8th floor, head to the 7th floor, going to the 6th floor. That's where the dungeon is going to end, and it's going to end with our party discovering a brand new toy. So, sadly, it's not in the best working condition, as we will see. But one last treasure over there we want to grab. Not really important, it's a Cure 2, but like I said, I want to get 100% all the treasures, so all those items that you can only farm off enemies, I'll have them for the bonus episode. So that's what my test run did. So you might notice it's the bottom run, the 119-hour run. Not long to get everyone up to max level and get all the drops. We head in here, and it's a hangar for an airship. A new airship. Let's take this airship and get out of the tower. It's not yours. That's okay. We'll be happy to use by us. So yeah, Georgie doesn't want to steal it, but Nell's like, ninja. I'll take things. Ninja being the upgraded class of the thief from Final Fantasy 1. So I guess stealing is in the nature. I mean, even Nell has the steal ability. So, and I don't know how, but Nell, she knows how to pilot an airship. But we're going to find out that, like I said, this isn't really in great working order, because even though we now have an airship, we can't fly it all over the place. We are limited to flying over the land. We can't cross the magma yet. Interesting thing here is we can get back into the Tower of Babel, even though that bridge was burnt down by Golbez. Remember when we were in the underground and Sid rescued us? Yeah, we can't cross any of the yellow magma. So, yeah, we're kind of stuck here. Only place to go is basically the Dwarf Castle, and but before we go to the Dwarf Castle, let's go to the Dwarf base here. Take this healing pot, heal ourselves up. And then we're going to head over and talk with the dwarves, let them know what happened both in the Tower of Babel, in the underground, and in the overworld. We're also going to meet an old friend here. Old in more than one way. So some of the dwarves don't say anything new, but we'll see some new dwarves running around, and they have some new things to say. Like you see now we have these female dwarves running around. And the holy upper world crumbled the other day, and they found a strange old man up there. King Giant is waiting. We have two options here. Lollyho, I'm happy you're okay. We're the nurses, and we are girls. So yeah, pink dwarfs are the female dwarfs. Blue is the male dwarfs. We've been worried. How did it go? I am afraid. I see. Gold is trying to force open the sealed cave. It's just a matter of time before he succeeds. So I want you to get the crystal before him. Luca? What is it, Father? Give me your necklace. This one? This is the very key to open the sealed cave. No one can enter the cave without it. We must defend the last crystal at all costs. We'll do our best. And we received the Luca key. We'll counter the main forces of the enemy. Go to the sealed cave to the southwest. Unfortunately, we can't get to this cave in the southwest because, hey, remember the, like this dwarf says, we can't get there because of the lava now. Can't fly off the magma? Where's the strange man of the airship? The only strange man of the airship that we know is Sid. Is he down in the nursery? Spoiler, yes, he is down in the nursery. The dwarves found him at the bottom of the sealed up cavern, and they took him back here to recover, and he's currently in the infirmary, so we're gonna go visit him. We could go down that step there, but I'm gonna go talk to some of the other dwarves here first. I don't think any of them say anything new, but we'll just go talk with them, let them know that, hey, things are okay. See if this guy's anything new to say. Nope, they'll tell us to take the treasure. And we'll talk with the guards out here, see if they have anything to say. Nope, they're just doing their guard duties. So, to explore the castle. Golbez is gone. Yeah, where's Golbez at? We haven't heard much from him since he basically burned down the bridge out of the Tower of Babel. So we've been really, like I said, hunting Rubicant. He kind of took over. Yeah, we already took the treasure, buddy. So, let's head on down now to the armory and weapon shop. And here, then we'll head down to the infirmary from here. And these guys are still telling us the same thing. There's no new dwarves in the cafe, so we don't have to go see that dance. But we do have to go into the infirmary and see our old buddy Sid, who's recovered by the dwarves. And there he is, sleeping in his bed. Strange old man does not act like an old man. He eats a lot, saying it's tasteless, Lolly. Food, how can these people eat such tasteless? Sid! You okay? Good grief. Ha ha ha. Who's this chap? Chap, you impertinent brat. Who do you think you're talking to? Who is this little nuisance? I'm Nell, the renowned Princess of Evelyn. She is a princess, though her mouth betrays her nature. And handsome, skilled ninja as well. Uh-oh. Nell got a little bit of an ego. So, and she's having a little bit of a problem here with Sid, but yeah, they'll get along. Because we have a common enemy, Golbez. And so even because of that common enemy, Sid is going to push himself, even though he is hurt from that explosion in the fall. He's going to hop out of bed, and he is going to put that mithril, the mithril silver coating on the airship, just like he had to do for the Enterprise to allow it to fly over the lava. He's now going to have to do this with the Falcon airship. So we're going to get a little cutscene just like how when we had Sid's assistants in the overworld attached a hook to the Enterprise. Now Sid has the two nurses working with him. He's going to actually recruit Nell. We'll have a 3-girl party working with him here to remodel the Falcon. A lot of the Final Fantasy creators were fans of Star Wars, so obviously they took this reference from the Millennium Falcon on Solo's ship, his airship. One of the more famous ships in sci-fi. Yeah, so they're basically, he and his crew are basically putting the mithril silver coating on the airship, and that will allow Vooks and party to fly now. Basically, anywhere in the underworld. Now we know to the southwest is a village Tamra and the Sealed Cave. We also know to the west is the land of summoned monsters. So there's 2 places we can go. There's also a place in the northwest that we weren't told about, and in the southeast. But if you're like thinking of all the places, you know, all the, like if you looked at the underworld as a clock, you know, you have like at noon you'd have the Tower of Babel, and I guess around 1 o'clock would be the entrance to the overworld, and then coming down here around like 3 o'clock would be like the Dwarf Castle, and there's something down in the southeast corner like 5 o'clock. And then the Tomra village and the Sealed Cave, they're like basically like 7 o'clock. And then 9 o'clock would be the land of the summoned monsters where Leviathan took Georgie. And then for the final section, basically like around 11 o'clock, there's another cave to explore. So we got a lot of places to explore. Where are we going to start at? Find out in the next episode. Take care. Bye.